My question, Mr Speaker, is to the Prime Minister. Next month, 1.3 million Australians will have their JobKeeper payments ripped away by his government. How many of those 1.3 million Australians will lose their jobs?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Mr Speaker, when we put in place the JobKeeper and JobSeeker arrangements, the great challenge that Australia faced at that time is that we knew that millions of Australians were going to find themselves in a situation either where their hours were reduced to zero or they indeed would lose their jobs. Now, even despite the estimations that we had made at the time, based on the advice as to what the increased demand would be for the social safety net, they were completely outstripped by what we then saw occur. Mr Speaker, what we did was put in place an integrated income support system, which was JobKeeper and JobSeeker working together. We knew the normal social safety net would be insufficient, Mr Speaker, to deal with the scale of the challenge that we had never seen before. And so that's why we did it, Mr Speaker, and that's why those two programs came together. Now the Australian economy, the comeback, has been underway now for some time.
Comeback's on.
And, Mr Speaker, the changes that we have made of the transition to move away from those emergency supports to longer-term supports, Mr Speaker, that change is also underway. Mr Speaker, we have seen 93% of the jobs that were lost during the course of the COVID-19 recession now come back. And that is welcome, and we look forward to further improvements. But what we also know is that the emergency supports that we put in place through both JobKeeper and the COVID-19 supplement, we now need to move to the next phase. Vaccination program has begun. The Australian economy is in a much stronger position than, of course, than it was a year ago. Confidence levels have returned to above pre-pandemic levels. And so that means we have great confidence that the social safety net that is in place in this country and is respected by Australians will be there to support those who, if they find themselves that they've lost their employment, it will be there to help them. And it will not only be there to help them, Mr Speaker, but because of the decision of this government, it means that they will be getting a higher level of base support than we have seen in this country. This is the single largest increase to the JobSeeker payment in a year since 1986. Since 1986. That's been done by a Liberal national government, Mr Speaker, and we look forward to the support of the opposition for that historic change.